Peace and blessings, everyone. Long time no see. I actually am making this video at a special request. Because there's been concerns, about what's going on in my life. Because I haven't made any, I haven't made the videos, as you know, with me speaking in a while. Ones that have been put out recently is I don't know, however you want to take them. But, I haven't done this in a while, this course. Because really, I just started asking myself and thinking about if I was going to continue to do this type of video. I have expressed this plenty of times in the past of, whether me giving my opinions and speaking and my truth is necessary, because on several levels, can I say anything that hasn't been said? And I really don't think that I can. And just in my everyday taking in of knowledge, taking in of truth, whether it be in reading my books or watching videos online or whatnot, reading papers online, my ideas or ideals, my beliefs have pretty much been covered at some point in time by someone else, sometime throughout history. So I've come across many things that are basically the same thing that I have said. So if it has been said in the past, then is there really a need to say it right now in the present? Because then a question arises of, if it has been said, then why hasn't it been adopted? Why is the world still the same way if the light that I believe I'm bringing, if it has been presented to the masses before, but they have not adopted it? Then we get into the truth of, then maybe the truth is that my belief, my concepts aren't valid, aren't realistic, whatever realistic is, aren't the truth, which is the most important thing for me, of course, because I believe that I am speaking the truth. I am attempting to speak nothing but the truth. So maybe in essence what I speak is not the truth. Or, just people are corrupt, or whatever it may be. So, I constantly fight with that and debate that. Like I said, it's been said before. It's been out there. There have been plenty of people, plenty of leaders who are considered great leaders, that have put forth, the same thing I have. But like I said, it hasn't been adopted. So, like I said, why should I keep talking? Why should I go through it? Because I've been done. So it's out there. If you want it, it's out there for you. It's out there readily available for anyone who chooses to seek truth. And so ultimately, it's going to become, and like always, it comes down to you wanting the truth. If you want it, you seek it, you will find it, and you will accept it. And I can't force you, or no one else in the past can force you to do that. Alright, so that is that. Update on the things that are going on, in my personal life. Still going through the court battles. I actually go to court on the 30th of this month. I think it's the 30th. And supposedly they're supposed to be ready to take me to trial and whatnot. So we'll see. I'll definitely let you know about that, how that turns out. I don't know. Just same old, same old. What I always tell people, my saying to people when I talk to people and they ask me, what I'm doing, how I'm doing, all I can say is just, every day I'm trying to live, love, learn, and laugh. Simple as that. That's all I can do. And just trying to stay in truth. Trying to stay in truth. And it's just, I don't know, truth speaks for itself. Simple as that. And actually, a question of, how am I doing spiritually? Well, I guess the same. I guess in me speaking of truth, I'm still the same. Whatever that may entail in truth, what spirituality is. I'm just trying to get stronger and stronger each day in my so-called spirituality, in my belief, in my faith, in my love of truth, and exactly what that means and what it encompasses, and how I'm supposed to apply that into my everyday being. What does that mean? What am I supposed to do with that? Staying in truth, being in truth, loving truth. What I do with that and apply it to this world. So still doing that, still doing that. Blessed as always. It's funny. I think that saying, I usually say that a lot. Another thing I say to people when they ask me how I'm doing, I'm blessed as always. And I might actually take on a different meaning, a different scope, because I ran across a quote from was it Socrates? I forget. I believe it's Socrates. A quote that death is the only true blessing that man has. So in that case, within my daily pain and sufferings of this everyday world, that we are in, one day I will be dead. I will be away from this. So that is a blessing. If I accept that, and I can see the validity in that, and in that quote, that may be true, that death truly is a blessing for us, then I am blessed, because one day I will be removed from what it is that this world is. More so the bad, not the good, the bad. And the bad is the most pressing issue. The biggest thing is the bad. There's so much bad. So, like I said, other than that, everything is same old, same old. I guess that's it. I'll leave that, at that. And like I said, I may get back to doing, these, this chat video, me speaking off the top of my head, get my opinions, or I may not, still debate. But as always, if anybody, contacts me and asks me for a specific video, asks for me to speak on a specific topic, subject, to speak truth about it, I will always do that. I guess basically I feel I have to do that, since I was contacted and asked specifically to do this. I guess maybe I need to, but I bring something up, because in the email, it was stated that there are people who are concerned and care about me, and really this speaks to the issue of going back in the past, of me speaking of our so-called great leaders in the past, and the people who said that they loved them, cared for them, and the people of today who say that they love the things that Martin Luther King spoke of, or who love the philosophy of Gandhi or any great leader. So in truth, what is the validity of someone saying that they are concerned about you or believe in you? Because ultimately, if one does not adopt the beliefs, if one does not follow in the footsteps, in the path, fully, totally, totally committed, if one does not give themselves as a sheep, if you will, be part of a flock to follow that shepherd. If they do not do that, then what is the what is, like I said, what is the validity of someone professing, the care? But I guess so. Then the issue will have to come up, or what does it mean to care? I guess how do you quantify that? What does it mean that you like somebody, somebody's ideologies and beliefs and what they said? What does that mean? So I guess really just because you believe in what somebody says doesn't necessarily mean that you need to follow them. But my question is, in truth, what does it mean when you say that, when you put that out there? If you care, what would you do for me? Would you believe in me and follow me? So, and that's, of course, it's just me being me. But God bless everyone, and see you when I see you. God bless. Peace and love.